Hey, you want to introduce yourself?
My name is Damon Harrison. I've been homeless on and off probably since, to be honest, since '06, '07.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Being an addict, you know what I'm saying, it moves you, you know what I'm saying, for different, even if you do have a foundation, it puts you homelessness, you know what I'm saying, because it takes all your values or your foundations away. So until you remove that, and you'll still be homeless.
Yeah.
So thanks to God loving me, you know what I'm saying, He put me in a position to where I found you guys, you know what I'm saying, and yeah, I've been dealing with my mess for a long time. So
This is little Kenny. We love little Kenny.
I'm now in the process of building a foundation based on spiritual principles, and it's grounded and it's working. And I don't know, if you come through these doors up here and you want help and they see that you are actually trying, they're gonna meet you all the way, and it's successful. It can happen. So, but you gotta want it.
Now I hear you're quite the singer.
Yes.
What does music do for you?
Music is my breath. If I'm not singing or listening to my music, I'm not strong. It's like I'm weak. It allows me to, it has allowed me to get stronger in my, stronger with God. That was one of the tools, because that was a gift He gave to me. So it allowed me to grow and understand things about myself that I hadn't when I wasn't doing it. So.
And Damon is always helping up here. He does the most beautiful haircuts all the time. He cuts people's hair.
Yeah.
And he's always cleaning, and he's helpful, and he's always giving back. It always feels like you want to give back all the time.
I got to, because I know now when I get into a house now this time, and I move into my house in July, I know that now I'll be there. I'll be grounded. I don't have to worry about being homeless again. So it's very important to me to give back, because without this right here has been a rock for me.
Yeah.
So I gotta give back. I'm gonna keep giving back, until I can't work no more. This is part of my living now, giving back here, because I wouldn't be where I'm at now without this.
Yeah. What do you want people to understand about homelessness that you think they don't understand?
That all homeless people ain't bad. All of them not addicts. They kind of standoffish. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand them. You know what I'm saying? And for the most part, that's looking past whatever might be going, whether it's the addiction, the mental illness, or whether you got to look past that and look at it. And that's the key to getting to the homeless, to get them to react. Because most of us, it's hard to trust. Like, I walked past these doors probably for like 2 months before I came in the first time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I would not come in here.
Oh, no.
For real. Like,
yeah, it's scary. And it's scary to ask for help too.
Well, I mean, help for the homeless is like different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because most of the homeless that want help is usually not food. It's usually not, you know what I'm saying, like on the mental illness. Help is really, you know what I'm saying, most of them are scarred and they're hurt to the point to where you might see help, but it's just like they don't know how to say it. You know what I'm saying? So you have to really look past the person. You have to be able to see their soul.
Yeah,
you know
that's the best I've heard it described.
And that's the only way. That's how I'm able to get along with everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, God blessed me to do that.
Now, so from my personal experience, addiction ran in my family when I was a child. Did you have addiction a lot in your family? Or is it just something you came across?
Well, I had addiction. See, the first time I got high, it wasn't by choice. Somebody had slipped me a Xanax, and I was asleep too long and it scared them, and I woke up to them shooting me.
Wow, okay.
And I liked it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I was determined. I knew that it was given to me to destroy me, and I'm hard-headed, so I just kept, and I was able to overcome it,
Yeah.
But not until I lined everything up, and by letting God lead me and really wanting to beat this, what was given to me, because it wasn't a choice.
No, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't going to let it defeat me. So I mean, no withdrawals, no nothing.
Wow.
Like, I mean, I've seen people. I mean, I had a fiance that died from withdrawals.
Yeah, it's hard.
And I didn't have no withdrawals.
Yeah.
Not getting sick, none of that. It's just I was ready to be done with it.
That's incredible.
And it's over.
We talk about that a lot here because people say, well, why don't they just stop drinking or using drugs? But I don't think they understand how dangerous withdrawals are. And there's very limited resources for that here on the coast to help people get through that.
Well, with that right there, hard for me to really understand, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Being on both sides, having a brother in law enforcement and another, my pastor's in law enforcement, and he's part of my foundation too, because since I met him 5 years ago, he hasn't left. He's like y'all. Like,
Rock solid.
oh man.
Yeah.
And it allows me to see that, first of all, we got too many casinos down here for it to be a problem.
Yeah.
And the key to it is, instead of the missions pointing fingers, they ain't working together.
Collaborate more.
I ain't gonna say no names, but we got two major ones that point fingers here, and this is the only one that's making anyway.
Yeah. It's a every day trying to, like, the need is this big and the resources are just so finite.
Because everybody's pointing the finger. The church is the church.
Yeah.
This is God's work. All the places doing.
Yeah.
So the only way it's gonna work is they come together.
Yeah.
Get on one accord.
Work together.
You know what I'm saying? You have to have somebody, and you have to have a stand between the missions and the homelessness to coordinate. Because right now it's like a dog chasing its tail.
Yeah.
And if you do it like that, it'll work. And I say that because I've been homeless and I've worked with all the missions. So I understand what the in between is.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing that's missing. And they got to work together. It's different missions, but they got to coordinate and work on the same path. And other than that, it's going to get worse.
Yeah.
Because the houses, that's cool, but you're putting people in houses, as soon as the leash up, they're back here.
They're back homeless.
You know what I'm saying? You got the underlying fact of why they're homeless.
Yeah.
You gotta work on that. Most of them, no job skills. Some of them don't want to work. You know what I'm saying? But I can speak for the homeless. Most of them, if they see something, like me, a lot of them look up to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not perfect, but I see the hope that I give people seeing what I'm. You know what I'm saying? And they have to see one of their own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why it's not about me and it's bigger than me. I accepted that.
It's really hard because, like, when I house people, we try to set goals, and I've seen that, how you're talking about how they're so beat down and scarred, they can't envision their success. Like, they don't even see it anymore.
It doesn't exist.
How important they are and how valuable and loved they are. Like, they don't even see it anymore. And it's so hard. It takes so much time and trust to build, and they push and they push because I think they're used to people walking away from them. And it's really interesting, the relationships that form when you don't give up on people.
That's right. I think the housing is good, but there ought to be some extra steps that's required before the housing. If they able to work, they gotta have, rotate classes, you know what I'm saying? Or GED, you know what I'm saying? You got to have something to go along with that to sustain, because like the house, if like, say you got like, they giving me one for like 90 days, 120 days.
Well,
that's 120 days, you can save your money.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't have a job at the time of giving the houses, you have to be working on GED or something like that to get the housing.
Yeah.
Because if not, it's defeating the purpose for you to get the houses, and when at least be coming right back out, then here we go again.
Yeah. I think it's a misperception that people think homelessness is because of poverty, but that's really not it. There's underlying things that have to be addressed for them to be successful in the long term and not end up back homelessness, and be able to have that sustainability, like getting the mental health that they need, getting their medications, getting jobs. And 90 to 120 days would be very difficult to completely turn your life around.
First of all, you gotta want it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it is for everybody, but I think it should be like a screening process to see if, you know what I'm saying? Because you can tell if what a person gonna do. You know what I'm saying? If they're not mentally ready or physically, you know what I'm saying? If they're not in line to grow from that part right there, they should replace it just like a homeless shelter. The house is for the people that really want something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that allows, like, when I got off, you know what I'm saying, when I was staying with somebody that got a house, a good friend of mine, we got snowed on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he got his house before me, you know, and he brought me in. And he was helping people that wanted to be helped. And we got about 5-6 people that's on board that haven't even come through the housing thing.
That's incredible.
Just from us, seeing us. You know what I'm saying? So it's possible.
Yeah, I agree.
And the proof is in the pudding. So, I mean, you gotta want it at the end of the day. You gotta let go and let God.
And they need people like you who've done both, seen both sides, and can mentor them, because we can sit and say, we can empathize, but we've never really been homeless. We've never been through some of the things that you guys have had to go through. So the best person is people like yourself to kind of, in the way that you give back and talk to people and mentor people and want to get your story out. I think it's great.
And I believe that the importance of getting the story out, because it's a healing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like right now when I got what I have going on, and it's like they're counting on me. Like, if this happens, it's going to open so many eyes to make more people want to do it. Because I just came from out there not wanting to do nothing, and it being seen like I don't hide nothing like this. Yeah, if I'm messing up, I'm messing up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to try to sugarcoat it.
Yeah.
And that's where my respect comes from, you know, because if I did it, I did it.
Yeah, exactly. Accountability is important.
So, I mean, right now, like, even some of the law officers, so man, they know, like, they congratulate me. And that's, like, important to me, because I was really hated, you know what I'm saying, or disliked by them at one point in time because of the way I carried myself and the things I'm doing. So, for them to actually pull over and get out the car and say, hey, man, keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That means a lot to me.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? That means a lot to me.
Yeah. My husband always talks about how great you're doing. He just loves you.
Yeah.
So.
And it took me a long time to trust the police.
Yeah. That's a hard thing.
Oh man, especially when you're messing up. But I really, that happened when my baby brother became a cop. Yeah, he became a cop. So that was like beginning of my start. You know, I'm still messing up, but I wasn't so flamboyant with it. And now I'm like, you know, if I'm out here doing this against the police and he the police, that means I'm against him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, very cool. Is there anything else you want us to know?
Well, this right here is very successful. And it could be more successful with certain positions in place to make it come all together.
I agree. Working together.
And any mission across the United States and in the city, if they're not working together, it's not going to work.
Yeah. It's a community effort. It's a whole community.
Yeah, it had to be like once a month, or however, at least once a month. All the missions need to get together. There ought to be a council, a committee that makes them work together instead of pointing the fingers. And then you can put a big dent in this homeless stuff.
Yeah, all working for the same goal.
That's right.
Together. I agree.
You put that in place, and it'll be a dent, and it'll be like wildfire.
Yeah. Well, I want to say I appreciate what you do around the mission and the haircuts and giving people that fresh look. And I don't think people know how valuable that is when you're trying to get a job and you don't look like your best self and you don't feel like your best self. So I love that you give haircuts, and I'm so appreciative of all that you do around the mission.
I'm working on getting a female to do like the ladies hair. I talked to a couple of them, but I mean, they have to. I mean, even if they're not where I'm at right now, you know what I'm saying, they have to be willing to do that, because I mean, it's hard dealing with these avenues. I know how I used to come in. Ooh, you come in off a bad weekend or a hangover weekend, and you just don't want to deal with nobody. You got to be able to,
take it in.
How you doing?
I always tell people,
really
don't take it. It's not personal. I always tell everybody, when people are in a bad look, if I had to sleep in this heat all weekend long, miserable in the sun, I'd be moody too. So.
But even if they are like, you know what I'm saying, a person to work here, if you're coming from the homeless side to work here, you got to be able to put God first. Because without that, you're not going to do it. Because I never made no progress until I did that.
Yeah.
So if you're not willing to do that, you're wasting time.
I agree.
That's the key, because the mental attacks, the addiction, all that is a attack from the devil.
Yep.
So that's the only way you're gonna beat them.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree. That's good advice. So, well, thank you so much.
Thank you.